This is Andrew Barris. This is part 2 of how to use iGoogle. What we're going to do now is we're going to add some gadgets to this page. As you recall, we created this one and we just used the defaults, but we're going to add a couple of other gadgets ourselves. To do that, we come over here to add stuff. Now there's quite a lot of gadgets you can do. You can add in, for example, your own Gmail account if you want to. If I click on that, I have to actually hit add it now. There you go. Go back to my page. And there's my Gmail. I don't really use my Gmail account all that much. I've got like 5 different email accounts, but so that doesn't have too much in it. I can add my Facebook. Let's try spelling it right. Okay, so here we have a considerable number of Facebook accounts, of viewers basically. Some of these are better than others. Well, how do you know which are the good ones? Well, there's 2 ways you can look. First of all, you have ratings. Ratings really make more of a difference if a lot of people have actually used it. This particular one's been used by 206,000 people. It tends to mean that it's pretty good, but it only has a 3 rating out of 5. This one, however, is 39,000 users, a lot less users, but has an overall larger rating with more people rating it. So let's try that one. So here's Facebook, and now I've done this before, so it remembers my information, but if you add it and you haven't ever done it before through iGoogle, it'll just ask you what your Facebook name and address is. So you'll be able to get right in there and see everything. Now the other thing you can see is over on the left-hand side here, you can see the various items that you've been adding, and if you click on one, you can get it full screen. So here's my Facebook full screen. Can also add in Twitter. If you like Twitter, then this is a pretty darn useful little gadget. Add it now. Go back to my Google page. So I got a Twitter gadget. This one doesn't quite fit as well. I might try some of the other gadgets as well, but I have my weather. So these are basically the various things I would be looking at. Gonna move that over there. And there's my basic page. Now there's a couple other things on here as well you can do, like social networking, social gadgets, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's talk about creating your page that you're going to be sharing with people about a particular topic. The topic I'm going to be choosing is video games. So what I want to do is I want to create a new page because I don't really want people to be seeing, you know, Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of stuff that doesn't relate to video games. So here's what I'm going to do. Over here under Home, I'm going to say add a tab. I'm going to call this video games. And you see there's a little checkbox here. You can just leave that checked usually. What that does is based on what you've called your new page, it's going to try adding in stuff automatically just like we did with our first page. I find that some of that's useful, some of it isn't, but you can always just take it away if you don't need it. So we might as well just see what it has to say. So say OK. And there's our new page. By the way, I've noticed a couple of times when you're creating a new page, sometimes it won't show it to you right away. If you just tried creating your new page and it didn't show up, try refreshing the screen. And then it usually shows up. So I have various video game sites. There's a lot of other things you can do on here though. You could, for example, subscribe to a YouTube channel about video games, some blogs of people who are involved in the video game industry. Like I already have a bunch of blogs here. And in order to see one of these, I can simply I can either click on the feed or I can just hit the little full screen application on the side. And this shows me the various RSS feeds coming from that particular website. And if I click on the article, it'll take me straight there. So in one glance, I can see what's new. I can add in other feeds if I want to. Like there's one of the sites I like to look at once in a while. It doesn't always talk about video games, but it does have a lot of stuff about video games. Is Slashdot. Can add that. Now this is just the RSS feed. This one here is the, what they call a mini-me. So we'll try that one as well. So what I'm doing is I'm trying 2 gadgets. And then whichever one I don't like, I get rid of. So let's see. So there's the regular Slashdot feed. Here's the mini-me feed. As you can see, it's the same information. It just all depends on which way you want to run it. And that is entirely personal preference. I'll keep that one, just because it sort of looks the same as the others. Okay, other things you can put on here. I have a I have my own blog. So I go back to my home page because I want my blog to be on here. My blog is on a website called Blogger, which is also part of Google. And you can put your own quick postings on it. And when you go back to your account, now because I'm using Blogger, Blogger goes through Google. So because I'm logged into Google already, it already knows what already is connected up to my blog account. So whatever I paste on there, it'll automatically show up on my blog account. So it's a way of submitting. When you can see that, I can tweet, I can post on Facebook, I can post on my blog, all in one page. What else can you do? There is a Flickr. There's a number of different Flickr gadgets you can put on your pages as well. So as you can see, you really can stock this up with the things that we use in modern communication on the internet. And there are applications being written all the time, little gadgets being written all the time. And that pretty much leads us to our last topic, which is going to be social networks, but we'll do that in the last video.